How's it going? I am here at station doing my once a week with T-Bird, and in about 35 minutes I'll be on Spaces on Twitter talking about my brand new um, one of the album or the third track on the album, Quarter to One. I have already talked about Anvil on Friday, which got cut short because I did the Spaces through the app on my phone instead of through the browser. And for some reason, when I use it on the app, it's done this before when I did like the interviews on Spaces. So I was kind of like, well, fuck, all right. So I finished up crazy on live, but the problem is that it doesn't sync right. So I'm toying with the idea of like recording the video somewhere or downloading the video and the sound and then syncing it up myself and then releasing that. But whatever. So thanks for joining me. Really, what I have to talk about more than anything is the idea that like what am I, what am I ultimately doing with this music? And I've thought about this more and more because I kind of gave myself till 50, whatever that means, which is next year, and I pretty much have an album written, a new one after this one called Fuck Yes, and I'm waiting on a collab so that I can release From the Machine. But what am I doing? Do I have the drive to keep doing this for the rest of my life? What if I get to the end of my life and I never made it? The other day I thought to myself, I said to myself something like, da da da, I'm gonna make it, or when I make it. And I got to be honest, I don't think I've really ever said those types of words to myself, or even thought that way. And what I mean is, I don't think I've ever, when you're having a conversation with somebody and you say if it happens, and they go when it happens, you know what I mean? Like you've seen it like movies, and you've had conversations with people, right? And it's a good way to be like, hey, I'm manifesting it when it happens, not if, right? Or sometimes it's it's something that's probably going to happen within a certain level, within a pretty good level of certainty, with a pretty good level of certainty when it happens. Like a newscast or a sportscaster. Hey, not when the college football team goes to 12 teams, not if, when, right, guys? Hey, I'm a sports bro. I'm a sports like radio guy, and I'm just making fun of myself. Like that's me. Except for me, it's more like not when your first round pick gets in, not if your first round pick gets injured, but when. Sorry. Such an idiot. But I really like talking about these songs because it gives me a chance to just kind of be myself. And I don't know how many people are tuning in. Like 9 people watched the live thing on Friday. Nobody, I don't think, I think one person tapped in, which was awesome because I had missed her quite a bit. And it was good to talk to her and chit chat and reconnect with her. But for the most part, I don't know how many people are like listening back to the recordings. But if you want to know like who I am and what kind of guy I am, like in real life, I don't know about you guys, but like when I was first discovering that I could make music and what good music was, and the music that inspired me to create my own, that grungy shit in like the 90s, and the classic rock from the 70s and the 80s. When I was inspired by that, I would have loved to see Robert Plant or Lane Staley like do a weekly show where he's like, "Hey guys, I'm just chilling out in the station or in the studio, and I just thought I'd talk to you for about 10 minutes, just being a douche." Like that would be fucking cool as hell. But I don't know if they were douchebags like I am. See, if I do it like this, because the camera's right here. See if I put my finger over it. Steely-eyed gaze. You know, the funny thing is, while I'm doing this, like right now while I'm doing this, my glasses look fine to me. They look straight. But then when I put like all the shit on it and the elements and whatnot, I'm like, you look like you're trashed. Because they look like this. Almost, you know? You're just like, what the hell? Did you get in a fight? But again, I'm gonna kind of get this moving and whatnot so that I can get to that 5:30 p.m. Central Time. We're gonna be talking about Quarter to One tonight, which is the third song of the album. And while I'm talking about each song, I'm going to kind of also go through how I came up with the track listing, how I came up with where they were going and why and everything. See, right now it looks crooked. I don't fucking know. I've stepped on them probably. But I'm really excited to talk about it. And again, it's a great way for me to connect back with my music. I did a bass part for Klismic and at Klismic Band, and it was so much fun because at that point I'd kind of been like, what am I doing? What do I want to do? Do I even want to do anymore? You know, you get those moments where you're just like, I don't fucking care anymore. And I was in kind of one of those moments, and he had already said it to me like a month or two back, and I finally sat down and just did it. Because it was like, if you don't start doing this stuff, you're never going to. If you just keep sitting there going like, I don't know if I want to do music, then you're never going to. And so that helped me like tap back into that magical fucking place inside of each of us that's like, let's play the guitar! Ah! Let's make a drum beat! You know, sorry. That was really over the top, and I apologize. But there is that part of us, dude, and I'm really happy that I got to tap back into that. So thanks to Klismic for that, because I mean, I know if I did say that to him, and I know he's probably like, for what? I just wanted you to play bass on my song. You know what I mean? Like, oh, cool, that's cool. You know, like I didn't know I did that for you, but cool. You know, not intentionally, whatever. But the point is that I'm really excited moving forward because it's close to the end of this journey, of this particular journey, which is the journey that was 1071. And it's been over a year, and a lot has changed in my life in the last year. But a lot has stayed the same. So, and that's life, isn't it? I guess. Did the podcast today. Got to see my favorite human being in the world, which is my buddy Jake's little baby son, baby boy. He is fantastic. So that was fun. And after this, I'm going to do like I said, at 5:30, I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to go home and just be a turd and watch TV. I'm not getting back into recording just yet, so it'll be a little while. This week, I'm going to start working on another collab with Paulo, and another one with D-Money. So I'll have those two going. And I still have that super secret collab with some guys that you'd be really surprised. Like, wow, holy crap, I didn't know this collection of guys was together. You know what I mean? So, peace out. I hope everybody's doing great. And stay safe out there and love one another more often. I mean, be kinder to each other. We're all on the same planet, dude. You know what I mean? Sorry. We're all breathing the same air, ultimately. Love you, and I hope to see you next week. Hope to see you at 5:30 today. Actually, no, I hoped that I saw you at 5:30 because you're going to see this at 8. Whoa, man, you just don't... Are you in a time warp or something? Woo! Just kidding. Love you guys.